Here's my audience members, my family. So, recently in California, there were a lot of wildfires. As of today, theguardian.com says that there's currently 30 dead due to the fires alone. Today I'm going to talk about the impact of the LA wildfires, what caused them, the insurance, and some prevention. These 8 wildfires, there was 8 of them. These 8 wildfires were caused from severe drought, dead vegetation, and severe winds. Some of the environmental factors where there was not that much rain, there had, I think, 10 inches less rain that year, so far this year, than they usually do, and that was in January. So there was a lot of dead grass, a lot of vegetation, and that just spurs it on more. There was also a massive windstorm. I'm sure y'all saw some of that on the news. There was like 40-mile-an-hour winds, 70-mile-an-hour winds from like Santa Ana and the Great Basin up there, and that just helped fueled it. That was from climate.com, and they also talked about the lack of rain and these winds that came from the Great Basin, and how they were really fast, and like they were actually like record-breaking winds. Like they had never seen that much wind, so that just spurred on those fires. There was another thing. Some insurance companies left the affected areas because of those environmental risks. So that's one of the big issues that they were talking about, were these insurance companies and the amount of scams that were going on there. State Farm was one of those companies that they're expected to lose like $60 million during all of that within like the span of 2 months. I think the fires ended about February 16th. So they're not renewing 72,000 people's home insurance in California because they think that the government could have taken more steps to help prevent this loss, to lose all of their money from these fires. And because of that risk, LA Times was talking about how their government and the governor there did not take enough preventative measures with the electrical lines. And then some insurance companies believed more could have been done to prevent this disaster. There was, I think, 4 different companies that had pulled out altogether from California because they did not want to lose. I think one of them lost $100 million, $600 million. So there's a lot of people that are scrambling to find house insurance in California, along with the mudslides and the flooding that they have. So I also have my handouts I'm going to give y'all about different ways that we can help prevent wildfires. Some of the preventions that we should look out for are, we got to be mindful of our burn bans. Here in East Texas, we're used to burn bans in the summer, especially when it gets drought and it doesn't rain all of August. It's 102 degrees and it dries out our vegetation. Let's clear out some brush and dead leaves that we have to help get rid of that, and use apparently in California they have a lot of fire retardant buildings. I did not know that existed, with fire retardant insulation. And Climate Matters talks about gun safety and how there are some military bases with the dried grass and the loose shell casings can start fires. The Los Angeles fires were difficult times for many people. A lot of people lost their houses. There was a lot of property damage. There were some of the impacts of the LA wildfires where the insurance information, all of that, a lot of people lost their personal belongings as well. And some of the causes of the damage with the shell casings and the fireworks, a lot of these were actually man-made and not natural fires. So let's not forget those 30 people that did lose their lives. Some of those were servicemen, a lot of animals, and the thousands that lost their homes. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Very good.
There's my audience minutes.
Good. That was like really good.
Thank you.